Hey everyone, it's Rebecca. It's been over 3 weeks since my last update, so I do apologize. Life's been a little bit crazy, but as you can see, the garden is growing. So today is August 18, and so some really cool things. I now have ducks. You can probably see them in that back corner. I have 3 ducks from the neighbor. I wanted them mainly to eat slugs and things, although the slug population has decreased quite a bit as it's gotten warmer. So we had horrible rains this year. Everything was soggy. It took about 2 weeks for things to dry out. Things are doing better. I've been trying to fertilize with fish emulsion, Alaska fish fertilizer, and a Bonnie organic fertilizer every 2 weeks. And as you can see, stuff is growing, and you can see they have quite a bit of corn. So we still have the kind of the fledgling corn here, but it's trying to catch up. And this is all the same variety. I forget what it is. I think it's like bantam corn or something. But some of the stalks have the orange little fuzz. I mean the red, deep red, purplish fuzz. And some of them have the more white fuzz. So, like that one. So that's interesting. I probably harvested about, probably about 10 to 15 pounds of food right now. So this year is not going to be that great. I just expect probably about 100 pounds, but you can see tomatoes are doing good. Look at that Thai chili plant right there. Look at all those. So I have quite a bit of jalapenos as well over here. And I'm going to let them turn red. And behind that is the banana peppers. I think you can see that. I've also, this is a candy cherry tomato. It's very similar to, one of the original tomato cultivars. It's very sweet. They're tiny. To give you a scale, this is my hand. So, oops. Yeah, sorry. That's my hand. I will get a new camera on Black Friday. So, it will not be this bad next year. So, I have lots of lemon cucumbers. If you have not tried this variety, they don't taste like lemon. They're just named that because they look like lemons. So there's nothing happening with the broccoli. It probably won't do anything this year. I keep harvesting strawberries from my Ozark beauties. They just keep coming. The rest of them are, I think, just June bearing varieties. A lot of potatoes that I've dug out, and then I planted some lettuce and a lemon balm in place. And then the parsley's doing good, although I really don't know what to do with it. I don't really like parsley, but it's doing great. Hopefully it'll be perennial. And then the cabbage is not doing anything. I'm blanching my celery stalks, so I don't know if they'll be any good or not. They've been in the ground too long and they grew too slow, so they might be really woodsy, rough to eat, so may not be edible. So I did plant some Swiss chard and some kale, and I've been thinning them out and making really tasty salads. Here's parsnips. I thought they were carrots, but I dug one up to thin them, and it was a parsnip. Here's some more lettuce, just taken off. I've been thinning that out and eating really, really tasty veggies. So here's the beets, doing good. The onions behind that, the onion sets are just okay. And then there's still that back row of Kennebec potatoes, doing well. Okra has been awesome, and I didn't realize that I actually would like it. So next year I'm going to plant a whole bunch. But I have harvested probably 2 pounds already and been frying them, just okra and oil and salt. And they've been really tasty. So next year they will have a prime place in my garden. In between the raspberry plants, I have more Swiss chard. And then I planted some comfrey, and this is the only one that came up. Comfrey is going to be, the benefits are that it fixes nitrogen to the soil really well. It has a deep taproot, and it's going to bring up a lot of good nutrients. So as it gets big, I'll just keep chopping it down and mulching my raspberries with it. It's a permaculture concept. I'm slowly adding them. So the seed onions are doing, hands down, way better than the onion sets. So next year I'm just doing seed onions. And then the blueberries are coming along, even though they're in 7.0 soil and they want 4.5 acid soil. I'm trying to slowly get it to that place. more strawberries that have taken off, and the Italian parsley, and then blackberries doing really good. I did pick off those 1 blackberries, even though they didn't ripen, just to let the plant put all its effort into growing. There's the other blackberry, doing good. So here, kale. I've had 3 kale meals so far, and also the asparagus in between, and then rhubarb over here. The ones along this end are doing really well, and then rutabaga. So it's at least doing something. And so I have my trees here, and they're struggling. They really are. I should have mounded them up. The soil just gets too wet in the spring. But yeah, so my ducks, they're drakes, so I don't like duck eggs, so they're there to eat pests. So we'll see how they do. They might also be on the table for Christmas. So then I have really sad news, and I wanted to start with all the positive things first. But if you look over here, this has all been killed along my fence. Our neighbor had asked us to keep the weeds along our fence down, and we told him that it was not a big priority for us, but we were really nice about it. And he sprayed Roundup. I just discovered this. I was actually taking pictures, possibly going to call the police, but I feel like that's kind of petty. But he didn't just kill our weeds, he killed our grass in huge swaths. So, oh, I forgot to show you. He killed my grape plant. So, I'm really upset. So, he unfortunately resorted to this when really he never even asked us directly, but he hinted very strongly that he wanted us to do it. And look, if we wanted a house with an HOA where we had everything, all these rules, then we would have had that. But I'm focusing my energy on my garden. But we keep our yard mowed, and we keep the front weed whacked. So it's just in the back that very few people can see that we don't weed whack along the fence. So, really unfortunate and very sad, but at the same time, I don't want to get bitter about it. So, we'll see. I'll let you know what I decide to do. Okay, guys, that's the garden update this week. I'm signing off.